Hello, everyone. Okay, so let's review our lesson 22 vocabulary words. These words will be in your lesson 22 story that you're going to start reading tomorrow. So let's get started. So the first word is politics. Politics is the work of government. Running for office and voting are part of politics. So some of you might have heard this word before. We might have briefly talked about this when we were doing our government unit in social studies when we were in school earlier in the year. So what does politics actually mean? It just is the work of forming and running governments. Okay, so it's just really the formation of and running of local governments, state governments, and federal governments. Federal governments are the whole thing. So politics is just that whole idea of running and forming governments. Okay. Number 2, intelligent. Smart people make intelligent decisions when they vote. So what is intelligent? An intelligent person just has the ability to learn, think, and understand. So someone who's intelligent is able to sort of think for themselves, they understand information, and they're able to learn things. Okay, number 3, disorderly. Without a set of rules or laws, society might be disorderly or disorganized. Okay, so what does it mean? So basically, if people are being disorderly, they're not behaving in a calm way. They're sort of out of control, or they're going against the rules. Also, like sort of means disorganized. So, sometimes maybe after exiting an assembly we have an auditorium, it might get disorderly at first because everyone's getting out at the same time and trying to exit. So that sometimes can be disorderly or just disorganized in a way. Okay. Number 4, approve. People who run for office hope voters will like and approve of them. So what does approve mean? Well, to approve of something, it just means that you like and agree with it, right? So if you approve of having pizza for lunch today, you would say, I approve, I like that, I want that. Okay, you agree with that idea. You might approve of the way, or approve of the homework that I've given out to you. Okay, so to approve of something, it just means you like and that you agree with it. Okay, polls. Now these are not the polls like a telephone poll. That's POLES polls. This is different. So voters go to the polls or election locations, hint, hint, to place their votes on election day. So polls it's just where you go to vote. That's it. The polls are where you go to vote. So no matter where, and you guys are too young for it, but your parents and your older family members, once you hit 18, you can vote. And then what happens is based on where you live, they assign you, the town you live in assigns you where to go to vote. So usually it's at like a school or something. So I know by me, I live right near a school. So whenever I have to go vote, I just go to that school. I go to that poll, they call it a polling location, and I go vote. So the polls is just where people go to vote. Okay, number 6, legislator. We definitely talked about this in the government, in the 3 branches of government unit for sure. But a legislator is a group of elected officials who make the laws. Okay, and that's it. A legislator is just the people who make the laws for a state or a country. These are the people who sort of write up the laws. Now remember, there's steps in it, so that has to it goes from the legislator, and then it goes to the executive, and the executive has to approve of it, and so on and so forth. So the legislator are the people who are writing the laws to start. Okay, amendment. Only in 1920 did an amendment to the Constitution allow U.S. women to vote. So originally, women were not allowed to vote, and it wasn't until 1920 that they were allowed to. So they had to make an amendment in the Constitution to show this new law. So amendment is just a change that's made to correct or add something, and it could be to anything. It doesn't have to just be the Constitution. It could be any law. It could be a document. I might be typing up something and I have to make an amendment to it. I have to change something because it wasn't right, or I need to add something. So an amendment is just a change to make something correct or add something. Number 8, candidates. Candidates or people trying to get elected to office sometimes have public debates. So people who are trying to run for a job or a position in the government, those are candidates. These are people who are hoping to be chosen for a job or to win an election. This year is a voting year for president, so we'll have two candidates to vote for, and then we will vote, and then whoever gets the most votes is chosen. Number 9, informed. Informed voters have learned about issues in order to decide how they will vote. So someone who is informed, it's just they have a lot of information or knowledge or something. So, before I decide to buy a new car, I want to be informed about that car. I want to know the details of it, how much it costs, what the gas mileage is like, how does it compare to other cars? Because if I have information and I'm informed, I can make the best decision that I feel is best for me because I have all the information. So just being informed just means you have information and knowledge on a topic. And the last word, number 10, is denied. People should not be denied or refused meetings with their elected officials. So if you are denied something, you're told that you are not allowed to have it, okay? So if somebody says, oh, can I have a piece of gum? I might say, no, I'm denying them that gum. I've denied them from having gum, okay? If there was something really expensive I really wanted, and when I was younger, my parents say, no, I can't have that. I was denied that. I'm not allowed to have it, okay? And those are your words for the week, your vocab words for the week, okay? You're going to see these words popping up in your stories, all right? You can go ahead and start your matching activity now using these words. And if you forget, just come back to this video, watch it again, and it will help you finish the activity, okay? Talk to you soon.